Welcome to another edition of Great Health, Abundant Happiness, and Outrageous Love. This is the Cliffside Inn here in Newport, Rhode Island. Old home with lots of stories. This is Beatrice. She's a painter. She did over like 1,000 portraits, self-portraits. And this whole hotel was painted black at one point when it was a house. So we're all the way up the top. It'll be well worth the walk. Kind of you can see all the way up through the whole house. Turned into an inn. We're in lucky number 13, St. George's Suite. Hey, Kiki. How you doing? Just telling them we're here at the Cliffside Inn here in Newport.
Yes. And
I mentioned Beatrice, but there's the book. Yeah,
we borrowed this book from downstairs at Katie's request, and Jeffrey read quite a bit of it. It's super interesting. They sell this book. I think it's $20. It's actually worth considering purchasing. If you don't want to purchase it, bring it up to your room night one and read it. It is very interesting.
Yeah, interesting. It's the story of this house and everything that's gone through. But I was just telling him on the way up, she's a beautiful artist, or was a beautiful artist, and she did 1,000 self-portraits, among other things.
Right. So
beautiful paintings, and
they actually call that it was a
ego sexist,
which is the term I'd never heard, because she really wanted to show her body. She loved it that much that she did so many paintings. Anyway, I have to give a shout out to Katie, who checked us in last night. First of all, we missed the wine hour because we got a little bit behind. It was Father's Day, and we were spending the day with Jeffrey's father and family. And she was so sweet. She said, "You just missed wine hour. Would you like a glass?" So, of course, we said yes, and we did take a glass. And then on top of that, she upgraded us without us asking, and I think that's just super great. So there's a working electric fireplace here, and this seating area. We were so glad she upgraded us.
You're saying electric? It's a gas.
Gas. I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
We sat here last night and we drank a bottle of wine and had some snacks. So the room I booked was just a room with a bed, so it was really
it was beautiful. And there's the ocean out there. We're in Newport, Rhode Island. There's the beach. I think is that 3 Mile Beach? Karen, do you know? You remember, Kiki?
I think not 3 Mile, 3rd, I think, but I'm not 100% positive on that.
Okay, we'll have to look that up. But yeah, so this is cute, right? So I'm just going to do a quick once over on the room. The wallpaper is really interesting here, really cute.
I love the wallpaper, and the other thing that I love, again, 2 more chairs here, which we actually sat in. Jeffrey sat here and read that book. But what I really love, the way that they wallpapered inside and sort of pushed these windows out to make dormers. I think it's just fantastic. And there is a skylight above the bed, which is super cool, and you're going to have to show off that shower.
Yeah, I'm going to the skylight. We didn't open it up. It comes with this little opener here if you wanted to open that up and have the sun come in and wake you up in the morning, which is kind of nice. This bathroom is fantastic. The tile in here is great, but the real showpiece is this bathroom. I have to actually, the shower rather, to step in here and just show you this. Obviously, there's a skylight here, it makes it nice and bright, but this is a big shower, basically a shower for 2 in here.
It's
really cool.
It's highlighted, Jeffrey, as a romantic suite with a shower for 2.
Oh,
and
nice.
I mean, it's just a beautiful room. This is a queen bed, and when you go on their website, if that's important to you, queen versus king, they do separate the rooms by the bed size. So we normally sleep in a king. I had originally booked a queen because I had booked the Swan room. It was the least expensive room and one of the only ones that I saw that was available, but it was so cute that I was actually really excited to stay in it. And when she upgraded us, she said, I said, oh, I was kind of excited. I said, I'm so grateful for the upgrade, and we want it because we did want the extra space. I said, but I would love to just take a peek at the Swan room. So she showed it to me. If you're worried it's the least expensive room and oh, maybe you should upgrade, don't even hesitate. It is beautiful. It's got zebra wallpaper, and I love that too. But if you do plan to spend some time in here, originally when we booked it, we had dinner plans. But because we got here so late, our whole night changed. We no longer were going out to dinner. So we really did need the extra sitting area to have our wine and snacks last night.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. And I'm just going to take a peek down here. Right down the road here is the Cliff Walk, the famous Cliff Walk here in Newport. So you can walk along the ocean or along the cliff. It's a nice walkway. It's really cool. So it's right down there. And there's no parking down there, so it's kind of hard to park. Obviously right here, there's Scotty White Park down there. You park here at the inn and you're able to go take the walk, which is incredible.
Yes, you can do that cliff walk.
Nice little card they gave us. That's Beatrice on there, one of the self-portraits.
And did you show the fire pit?
I showed the courtyard. I don't know if we got the fire pit in. Can you see it from there?
I mean, it's just stunning.
Yeah, there's a fire pit down there.
Yes, and they usually turn that on. You know, it's so interesting. So the woman, Beatrice, that lived in this house, they said she was with her mother 24/7, and it wasn't until her mother passed away when she started doing, getting fairly risque with her body. But I have to point out, anybody that knows, I love robes. When they offer a robe, it just elevates your experience. It brings a stay up to a luxury level for me. And again, these are great robes. It's the same robe that was at the last bed and breakfast, the Portsmouth Hotel Portsmouth, and it's actually the same owner, the Hotel Portsmouth. They are both now part of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, which Hyatt is able to book. So
There are Lark hotels, which are now part of Mr. and Mrs. Smith's, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, which is great.
Yes, and if you're a Hyatt member, you can book those through Hyatt and get your Hyatt points. But anyway, I love the robes, so I wanted to make sure there's 2 robes that I noted that. They had some really great bath products that just were divine, and I think they're green. Berkeley Moon. This is dog friendly, so she is seeing some of her comrades out there. But Jeffrey, look out this window at this gorgeous tree that's right here. I forget what they call it. Something.
That's a dogwood tree, right? Isn't it? Dogwood?
No, there's a name for that. It's a something star because the flowers have a snowball star or something. Well,
Interesting. I'll look it up in my CCAP. But yeah, beautiful homes here in Newport. There's a lot of big mansions along the cliff. Houses are very beautiful here. This is a great place to be. So let's just go through. This is a really cute place. I mean, we're really glad we stayed.
Same, and I wanted to point out, which is really interesting because it's not really in keeping that I know of with the time, but they have salt lamps, which are really, really great. I mean, the salt is such a wonderful element. And I love the way that these 2 chairs work in with the wallpaper. I love the wood floor. This is obviously all original, and you can see there's a lot of great detail underneath the carpet. I can't say enough about this, and it is a Michelin star. You probably
I showed that on the way in.
that.
Yep, absolutely.
And they received special awards for their cleanliness. So, we'll get to that as well. So go ahead, Jeffrey. What do you want to know?
Well, we always go through 1 to 5 pearls as standard if you watch our videos. So the first one is location. And as I mentioned, Newport, if you're coming to Newport, this is a great place to be.
Right.
Not so much if you want to go up and down the street for the bars and the restaurants, because there are places right down in the mix of it, if that's what you're looking for. But if you want to do this cliff walk, as I mentioned, right here on the water, it's absolutely fantastic. But it is a drive to go down to all of the hot spots, the restaurants and bars, which, not a far drive, but it's probably less than a mile away. I don't even know what it is.
Exactly, not a far drive, but, I'm giving it 5 pearls for location because the cliff walk should definitely be something that you want to do when you're here. And there is nowhere to park. So really staying here affords you to just walk down the street and do that beautiful cliff walk. And then you can always drive into town.
Right.
So I give it 5 pearls.
Yeah, no, without a doubt, 5 pearls on the location. It's gorgeous. I woke up this morning early, and the sun just came up right over that. If you can see that magnificent steeple out over there. Yeah, the sun just came up over that this morning. It was incredible, the orange. So it was absolutely beautiful. So the location, 5 pearls. Next would be the people here at the hotel. The gal that checked us in, Katie was just fantastic.
Phenomenal. And not only did she check us in, but she really insisted on walking us to our room. And she was just really sweet and gave us a good update on the hotel itself and asked if we had any further questions, gave us an emergency phone number. Thankfully, we didn't need any of that, but she was just absolutely darling. And then this morning, JoJo was here, and she got here early, and she as well is just a lovely person. Yeah. This definitely makes you feel like you are a very important guest in someone's home.
Yeah. And JoJo was great. But the breakfast was incrable this morning. Beautiful. So, yeah, 1 to 5 pearls. The staff here gets a 5 pearls. Incredible. And so cleanliness, I know that's your realm, and you're pretty picky about things, but I think you were happy with this place, right?
I was so happy. I can just tell you, like, even up here where I can't see, everything has been dusted. The television set is immaculate. And one thing that Katie told me, because they did win some awards, and you can even see on the split that the front of that is so shiny and it's been cleaned. The lights have all been cleaned. Every single thing. After she told me that they won that award, I started really looking around. And, we have these at home, and they collect dust. It's immaculate. Somebody is dusting this entire room from top to bottom. And it shows. It's gorgeous. I'm giving him 6 pearls because it's probably.
Well, I'm going to claim follow. You can't give 6 pearls, so it's only 1 to 5.
5 pearls.
All right. That's all right. Well, I appreciate your going above and beyond. So then outside of that, the next thing we always like to look at is sleepability and quietude. I had the window open all last night. I had this window out towards the ocean open because I love to get that ocean breeze or any sound of the ocean. And I didn't hear a peep. Did you?
I heard nothing. I drifted off into La La Land like you, Jeffrey. Just being this close, feeling the ocean breeze, that I can hear the waves. I fell asleep and really I slept straight through the night. A beautiful sleep, even in a queen, because normally we're in a king. And so
it was a little tight, with Berkeley Moon up here, the whole 9 yards. So at the end of the day, it's a little tight. So with a queen, I can't give it. I mean, that's what we ordered. So at the end of the day,
we chose a queen. So I can't ding them because we chose a queen.
Yeah.
If we had chosen a king and they gave us a queen, but we chose a queen bed, so I can't ding them for that. The pillows were great.
The sheets are super comfortable. This is again, like the last lark, right? I think it's I'm guessing like bamboo because it's really soft as silk.
I think you're right, Jeffrey. Really, really soft. And again, when we checked in, I remade the bed for the video for you guys. But the bed, as you can see down here, it was hospital corner tight, so inviting. I couldn't wait to get in bed last night. And I'm giving it 5 pearls. Again, if it were a king, we probably would have enjoyed it just a little bit more because we're used to a king, but we chose the queen. So if that's important to you, and next time we're here, we'd probably pick a different room.
Without a doubt. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. But I mean, I wouldn't hesitate to pick another queen because it's one night. The queen rooms are probably a little less expensive than the king rooms. But again, not a deal breaker.
Okay, so you're giving it 5 pearls. That's great.
5 pearls.
Awesome. And then the last thing is the coffee, and I'm going to go with the lunch here because it's like a B&B. The breakfast was incredible this morning. So they had a nice little spread. There was like an egg bake casserole. There was some hard-boiled eggs, some great berries, and there was a great vegan chia pudding, which I had.
And a homemade, I think it was an orange olive oil cake of some sort. I didn't have any, but it looked absolutely
Well,
beautiful.
I love an orange
Very
cake.
aromatic.
I didn't eat it, but you brought it up like 3 times. I tried to give it up. You didn't really sabotage me, but you
probably
finally brought me a piece. It was incredible. It was
I
great.
wanted to vicariously have it
Yeah,
for you.
yeah. It was great. But the coffee this morning I went down was great. It was in the dispenser like everywhere else. Awesome. And, you know.
They also have a French press offering.
Yeah,
as well.
that's a really nice offering.
How romantic
Yeah.
is that? It was beautiful. I did see a lot of. This place is for couples.
Yeah.
It's a very quaint, romantic place. In fact, everyone that we met so far was celebrating an anniversary. We met a couple celebrating their 50th, and then we sat outside at breakfast and met another couple celebrating their 40th. And I saw a really young couple that I'm not sure, but they may actually be on their honeymoon. It's so beautiful. I just saw a gorgeous red cardinal. He's on, I don't know if you can see that, Jeffrey, in the video. He's on top of that tree, straight across. Can you see him?
No, I don't see him, but it is beautiful out here.
On top of the tree, if you zoom in, he's right there. Wow, he's flying towards you now. So gorgeous. Anyway, I wanted to note that because every time I look out the window and when we were sitting on the porch, the birds were just
Gorgeous.
beautiful.
Well, and the birds woke me up this morning too, as I always love to wake up to the sound of birds. It was beautiful, incredible. That's another little suite down there too at the end, which is really beautiful. I walked down and checked that out. I'm not sure how big it is. I'm thinking it's larger if you come with a bigger group, but check it out on the website. We'll definitely come back here again, right?
Oh my goodness, 100%. You know, the other thing, Jeffrey, I wanted to note, because we didn't get to talk about this, this is an electric towel holder.
Oh yeah, nice.
I mean, these little touches are so luxurious and beautiful. I'm going to turn it off, but how nice is that? This and the fireplace coming here when it's a little bit chillier, off season.
Yeah, for the foliage, right?
For
It'd
the
be
foliage,
incredible.
it would be so romantic. So I highly recommend this place. I give the entire place 5 pearls. I love it. Like Jeffrey said, when we come to Newport often, at least once a year, we will 100% be coming back here. I loved everything about it. Wishing you great health, abundant happiness, and outrageous love from the Cliffside Inn in Newport, Rhode Island.
It's beautiful. I'm going to take one more scan over here. And one more shot of Beatrice.